Hello, ladies and gentlemen. GreatTaz here once again with another replay from the world of tanks. In this replay, I'll be playing. It will be of myself in my LTTB on Pilsen was the last one. On Arctic region, better known in your replays folder as Tundra. As you can see, as a light tank, I'm going towards the 8-9 line to the little donut hill. Which I think there still needs some modifications to that hill, because I think it's really crappy that, this map should be 1,000, because with this hill, you can literally get up here. As you can see, I'm spotting a lot of things. 3 E25s, a WZ-132, spotted the Comet, so a lot of things. I didn't spot the Panther. I'm thinking the Leo spotted him. Just by the position he's in. I'm going to show you a little secret hidey hole kind of spot. It kind of keeps you safe as long as you have team members back there, like where the Panther, Leo, and E25s are. This is a good spotting spot. It allows you to proximity spot a lot of the tanks. Now, the only problem with this is you will not get 100% of the spotting damage. You will get half the spotting damage. Just for the simple fact of the way the spotting mechanics and stuff goes. As you can see there, I didn't even get any of that spotting damage for the Panther. And there, it was a 300 shot and I only got 77. The spotting damage is split up amongst people, and it's kind of really stooge. If somebody's in someone's view range, and in their direct line of sight, they get some of the spotting, even if someone was closer. And it's just a crazy system. I'm not overly enthused about it because I personally think it makes it harder to get spotting missions done for light tanks this way, because of the way it works. As you can see here, the enemies got tired of getting blasted because of my position I'm sitting in. And they're shooting at the KV-4 and his counterpart over there, because they just moved into a position where, the enemy team has the high ground and they're in a real bad position, what it boils down to. Now with this, like I said earlier, I think this map needs to be a little bit bigger. As you can see, I am using XBM, and I am using XBM circle. And you can see my max render distance there. From where I'm at, in the middle of the 8 line, I can see and render all the way into the middle of the 1 line. So if you're on the hill, you literally have the ability to shoot anybody that isn't on the 1 line, all the way from. So you got a huge advantage of taking this hill, and it really, you control the hill, you can control this literally the majority of the map, because there's so many avenues to shoot through from on top of this hill. As you can see, the Comet got hit for 551. I got all 551 damage for that one. I guess no one else, I guess the E25s didn't have them in his direct line of sight or something like that. And there's a lot of little plays in it. As you can see, our IS-2 got really charged, stooge, and he went charging all the way around. Will he pay for it in the long run? Of course he will. He's a solo tank going charging freaking a hill that has 5 people on it, and and one down below it. So in turn, they will get hurt. And there, our Panther got cremated by the AMX 65 ton because, again, he was in a bad position. Here, me and the Leo go charging off. We both know that there's a 4-on-1 deal there. It's not a real good deal for us, a real good chance for us. So I see the E25, and I want to try to save our Artie, because our Artie is doing an alright job. Getting damage here and there when he can, and stuff like that. Take out the E25, one less tank to worry about. Here we got a bunch of more tanks. E25 is shooting at him and getting shot, it looks like, from the WZ-132. Stinking E25 starting to unnerve me because all his rounds are like going literally in the same spot. What's he aiming at? I mean, 3 shots in a row, hit right next to me. Didn't hit me, but hit right next to me, right there in that black spot. 3 shots. That's kind of, yeah. Aim a little higher, buddy. So, it's down to 2 people on top of the hill. I'll run around. The Primo Victoria is going up there. So I'll run around to give him some help momentarily. He's at 11%. He's not in the greatest position. AMX 65 tons starting to come down the hill. I bounce a shot off of him. That's a 400 damage shot, which usually means it's got like 150 pen at least. This tank doesn't have 150. And AMX, the Primo Victoria, is taken out by their arty. I'm out. I'm not playing. I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. I cannot take an AMX 65 ton, and if the other 2 decide they want to come off the hill, that'll really kill me. Here I get a little antsy and I almost roll my tank. I've rolled my LTTB quite a few times. It's a very narrow tank, and so if you take a turn really sharp, especially on a roadway, you can roll it on its side, and I have done it. Luckily, usually when I do it, it's on like the side of a hill too, so the tank keeps rolling and it ends up right back on its tracks. Now, in all honesty, in realism, if this tank were to roll on its side, it would probably stop right there on its side. Just for the simple fact is the way everything is. The hydraulic system wouldn't be strong enough to turn the turret to help push it up. Is the game, you know, doesn't follow 100% rulism. The barrel is not considered a WZ-132 decides he wants to come off the hill and takes a shot at me, and I bounce it. There, I take a shot from him, but all it does is hit my tracks, and he misses his 3rd shot. Well, I make sure to get close enough that I don't miss my shot, so I take him out. Well, lo and behold, I'm done playing over there. Not sure where the AMX 65 ton is. The Panther, I don't want to play with on a hill because he has better armor and stuff. And we still have, still have arty. So my thought here in this process is go take out the arty. Now, Tiger P's was last spotted back here. He hasn't been spotted since because that's what it is. I noticed that at this point in time, he's not moved, so he's AFK, even though he's loaded in. I take a good shot, and 2 shots at him, take a shot into his rear end, and I miss. He's still not, and there's my actual primary target. The Tiger P has now finally started moving. Bot, someone who walked away. Here I just miss. I wasn't trying to ram him, but I was trying to not run in front of him. He did just fire, so I was kind of safe that way. And I take the final shot and take out the arty. I did notice the Tiger P was moving, so I head back in that general direction. And lo and behold, he definitely has moved. He's finally woke up. And here comes the Panther, and I block his shot. So, auto aim. There he shoots me and ammo racks me. Of course, I gotta repair my ammo rack so I can go a little faster. He backs up and tracks me. I also track him. I'm still using auto aim at this point because, you know, I'm waiting for the tracks to repair, and once the tracks repair, I'm gonna take off. And make it harder for this guy to actually do any more damage to me. He is hitting me, but he's not hitting me heavily, and he's hitting me low. And with that, I killed him. As I get good comment, nice. Someone hit L and not T. I'm not quite sure what they were trying there, but I take out the final tank, and we end up with a victory. So, as you can see, I didn't use any gold ammo, and with this is the gold ammo doesn't have a lot more pen than the standard ammo in this tank. So I don't run gold ammo just because, for the simple fact, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And it's a waste of credits. Not that want to waste credits. So, but let's move on to the end game stats, and let's see how we did. Well, I got an ace badge out of it. Woohoo! I got spotter. Because of my position I was sitting in, I really sat there and racked up a lot of spotting damage. Could have been more. It was only 2,044. If the spotting mechanics were a little bit different, and the person who was closest and actually doing the spotting would get the majority, if not all, the spotting damage, that would probably be over 4,000. Bruiser, I got duelist, fighter, and fire for effect. Once again, made 60,000 credits, gross, 2,566 experience. As we can see here, I got 1258, which got me my ace badge, and this E25, which got 14,422, which was number 2 on the list for experience, or number 1 on the list for experience, and I was number 2. And we literally, I almost doubled the closest third person, and I got 500 more easily experience. And you can see that between the two of us, we really kind of carried our team. Now, we did have the Leo, which was also doing a real decent job with his 3 kills. He didn't have a lot of damage. He got a lot of just last-minute kills. So, last shot in turn, he made the top 5 in experience. And top 4 in experience on the team. So, in turn, as you can see, you can do a lot of stuff with a lot of good things. Move on here. I fired 17 shots, 15 hit, a good hit ratio, and 14 pen, a really good penetration ratio, even compared to the number of shots fired. 2,214 damage. I received 8 hits, only with 3 that penetrated, and 5 were non-penetration shots. Now, if you watch the previous battle replay with my LTTB, where I earned over 9,000 WN8, I received 5 shots, and all 5 penned. And you can see how just a little bit difference in some luck and RNG can actually make it where I survived the whole game. So, with them 5 non-pens, I blocked 735 damage. I spotted 5 enemies, damaged 6, destroyed 4. 2,044 were spotting damage. My base credits I earned was 44,136 after repairs, resupply, and any special bonuses. I walked away with around 51,000 credits. A good game overall. 18,877 for my experience, and my total ending experience was 2,566. So, as you can see, you can find good spots that you can get, continually get good proximity spots, and allow your team to just tear apart the enemy team. And that's, in real truthfulity, I think if I was not in that spot, I think this would have been a totally different game. I don't think we would have had as many spots or spots far as back on the hill. I don't think my team would have got as many shots in. So, do I think I carried the team? No, I really don't. Do I think I helped the team achieve victory? Yeah, I do. I mean, we ended up with 4 tanks left alive. I did walk out with, 4 kills, and I walked out with, 1,258 experience, and over 2,000 spotting damage. So, my overall combined damage was almost, it was 45,000. What was 45? Oh, it was 44,000 combined damage, between spotting and actual self-damage. So, I contributed technically 44,000 damage to the enemy team, which is a good thing. And it's what helped me get my ace badge in this tank. So as you can see, when you can find a good spot, you want to try to hold on to it. And probably the biggest only thing that they could have done really differently, the enemy team, was one or two of the tanks actually that were right there, mainly the Panther, the first Panther that died, and maybe one of the E-25s, was come down over that ridge and push me out of that spot. Once they pushed me out of that spot, yeah, they probably would have ended up dying, but my team would have had to concentrate on firing on those two and took away the concentration of fire on the edge hill. That would also push me off of that spot and made it where I had to move and get away, and or they could have done more damage to me and I would not have survived long. So it's all in what is and what ain't. If you got a platoon mate that's with you and you two can actually take, and someone's doing something like that, don't be afraid to take them on. And yeah, you're gonna get your butt trounced, but hopefully your team's gonna, take on a better view and be able to actually do something. Now that little strat there would even work in like a clan wars. To get over there, I mean, yeah, getting the hill is a good thing, but I mean, if you can get a light and a couple arties to fucking just blast everything, you will do a good job. So it's kind of something fun to play around with and look at, seeing all the little things that you can do. But with that, this is GreatTaz saying, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and is going to have a Happy New Year's if you watch this video after New Year's, because I'm recording it just before New Year's, between Christmas and New Year's. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and hope you had a great New Year's. And with that, in the new year, I hope everyone keeps tanking, keeps safe, and this is great.